Hi. Okay, so today, this week, whatever, is long distance and online relationships, which is another one that I know a lot about because most of my relationships have been either long distance or online. And I'm in a long distance relationship right now, as it is, so yeah. Okay, I'm gonna start with online relationships because I've had more of those. Which, online relationships are usually long distance too. At least in my case, they have been. Let's see, I think the furthest away anyone lives was in Florida. I don't know. Or no, the furthest away was in like the Yukon in Canada. My ex-girlfriend, who I talk to sometimes, but sometimes not. I don't know. She broke up, like Christmas Eve, and I was really upset about it. So we didn't talk for a while after that. But online relationships. I'm not sure what to really say about those, honestly, because like they can be good and they can be bad. None of mine have ever really worked out. The best one was Sean, actually. And then things went south, like I said in my the last video that I made on here. I explained how things went south with Sean, but he was one of the best online relationships that I'd had. So I've had quite a few of those, and honestly it's easier to make those work than it is to have like a real life relationship. Which I'm not saying that you should always just like date people that you meet online and other stuff, because that can be bad. I dated one guy, thought it was a guy, it was not. It was a girl pretending to be a guy. And so yeah, it can go bad. Things can go really bad. Or they can turn out to be like a serial killer or something. But chances are they're not. And I should have thought this out better before I started making this. Oh boy. Long distance. I'll switch over to that and then I'll come back to actually being productive and helpful talking about online relationships. Long distance is hard. It's really hard. It takes a lot of trust and a lot of self-control, really. Well, it depends on you as a person and how many people, like, want to get it. So, it takes a lot of trust and a lot of self-control, because you have to trust that the person that you're with, however many miles away, isn't touching somebody else while you're sitting there, hopefully not touching anybody else, because that's kind of the point. My current boyfriend lives 3 hours away from me in Pennsylvania, and I only see him like once a month-ish. And it's never for more than one day, unless I get like a long weekend or something. So it's hard because, like I have trust issues really bad, and so it's hard to like be with him even though he's so far away, and it's just hard, really hard to do, but it's doable and it's really rewarding. Like, long distance relationships are some of the best. Absence makes the heart grow fonder, if you're into that sort of thing. And it just makes seeing them again after you don't see them for such a long time so much better. It just feels better, like you haven't seen them for so long, but you've been talking to them every day, presumably every day, and you've been on the phone with them, you've been on Skype with them, and then you finally get to see them again in person, and it's just the most rewarding thing, and it feels so great to just be finally like in their presence again. I can imagine that dating somebody who lives overseas would be a lot harder, than that, because it's not like you can just take a road trip to see them, or even somebody who lives across the country. It's not easy to just like take a road trip and, you know, go see them on a weekend or something. So I would imagine that's a lot harder, but I would also imagine that like it's a better feeling once you finally get to see them again. Like, it probably feels better than just someone who lives a couple hours away. And okay, so long distance relationships, all about trust and self-control. And feelings, of course, because, you know, you shouldn't date somebody if you don't have feelings for them. That's bad, that's very bad. Can't lead people on. Okay, online relationships, I'm gonna go back to that now. I had a really great online relationship, but I ruined it because I'm kind of not very bright. This person is like still in love with me, as far as I know. I mean, we still talk and stuff, and he always like, well, he's transgendered, actually. I dated him once whenever he still identified as female, and then again once he started to identify as male. And so, I mean, he's still slightly, sort of, kind of infatuated with me, as far as I know. And, he was great, and I've never met him, because that's, you know, usually how online relationships work. You haven't met the person, but eventually you probably will, if you stay with them for a long time. I have never met anybody that I have dated online. I've never met anybody in person that I've ever met online, or been friends with, even. I have plans to in the future, but if you're dating somebody that you met online, you should definitely try to meet them as soon as possible, just to, like, avoid being with them for a really long time and finding out that, like, they're not who they say they are, or something like that. Because you will get hurt if that is the case. So if you're dating somebody online, try to arrange to see them, like, as soon as possible. It might take some time, some effort, maybe some money, probably some money. And yeah, but you should definitely do it. Like, there's no two ways about it. You have to meet the person that you're dating online. You cannot just keep dating them and keep dating them forever without ever actually meeting them. So yeah, this ran kind of really long, and I didn't want it to, but it did because I kept getting sidetracked and didn't really know what I was saying. So anyways, yeah, long distance, trust, self-control, online relationships, also trust, self-control, and taking the time and the effort and spending the money to meet them as soon as you possibly can. And feelings. Feelings are important in both of those. Okay.